If Suzanne Collins chooses to write one more prequel book, finishing with 3 prequels and 3 original books, who or what will that book be about? I think there are a few things to note that are of importance, and it's establishing a pattern. Suzanne Collins does like to do things in threes. I am but a humble English teacher, so I don't know Suzanne Collins personally, but I really feel like I can understand how her brain works. In the first prequel, we had someone from District 12, a Victor from District 12, but we also were telling this from a male's perspective. So having the second prequel book also be from a male's perspective seems important, and it does involve District 12. So it does seem like whatever other book we get is going to have to be from the perspective of a man and deal with District 12. Additionally, I think there is going to have to be bird symbolism. Every cover has a mockingjay, and notably, both of the prequels have a snake on the cover as well. So I think the third book in a prequel series would have to have both a bird and a snake, because when you're lining all of the books up, I don't think you're going to suddenly go to Mags or Finnick or a fish. That doesn't make any sense. So I think there is a logical case for there being one of 2 different men. You have Plutarch Heavensbee and Burdock Everdeen. Burdock Everdeen is a mockingjay, and when he sings, the birds fall silent. Plutarch Heavensbee is synonymous with eagles, so that is a bird, although it is not the bird that we have on the cover of all the books. Burdock is from District 12, and we would get more about the Covey life since there is a Covey person in each of the books. Plutarch Heavensbee would maybe know more about life prior to the 50th games in the capital, and I really would love to know about that. Plutarch theoretically would also have more experience with the snake, if that is Coriolanus Snow. So I don't think we're going to get Wirus or Mags in a prequel book. I would love a novella with all the different characters. I'd love to know what happens to Joanna, for example. But I do think based on how Suzanne Collins seems to do things, she likes her pretty with a purpose as well. So I think that the book would have to have a bird on the cover, potentially also a snake going off of all the prequels. It would have to be narrated or following along a main character that is a man. And I think it would have to involve District 12 somehow. I would love to know the inner workings of another district, and maybe Plutarch visiting other districts is a way to achieve that. But I do think that she likes Appalachia and District 12, I don't know what about it calls to her, but having the Covey in there and also following along with this same space at different time periods and seeing how government and rebellion change an area is important to her. But as always, let me know what you think. Happy to hear a differing opinion. And again, I don't know her. I have no idea what she'll do. But just looking at patterns, I think that some of those suggestions make sense.